Hello, good afternoon to you. Time now for business. Real estate developer Appolonia City says it is hoping to use its industrial park project to support government's industrialization agenda. Managers of the economy have started key projects like One District, One Factory and Planting for Food and Jobs. However, implementation of these projects have delayed due to some funding challenges. Bright Owusu-Amofa is Chief Executive of Appolonia City.
According to the AGI, will be the foremost industrial park in the country. So far, government through the Trade Ministry is hinting of establishing about 10 industrial parks across the country. But the AGI believes a privately owned industrial park is a strategic move to address key concerns faced local industries, including stable and affordable access to electricity and water. Vice President of the AGI, Humphrey Ayim-Dake, spoke to Joy Business.
Well, one major key challenge has been land acquisition. And the land tenure system in Ghana, we all know the storyline. I did not describe that. Secondly, has to do with utility, consistency in the utility supply. Within this, and then the location in terms of closeness to the port, we think it solves half the cost of the challenges of industrialists. Land tenure issues, guaranteeing utility supplies, and closeness in terms of transportation to the industrial zone.
Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer of Appolonia City, Bright Owusu-Amofa, says the establishment of this 1,000-acre industrial park is a strategic move to not only situate all private-led industries in the country, but also give them a firm voice to make demands from government on best ways to making doing business easier and highly attractive. He spoke to Joy Business at the signing of the agreement within Appolonia City and the AGI.
One of the challenges that we have with this country is lack of planning. So where you have commerce and business, sited in similar locations as residential, and so when you start having power challenges, for instance, it affects industry, and so it's important, and which is why if you look at what's happening elsewhere in other markets, industrial parks are created such that you have businesses there. And for instance, if you are suffering from any potential power shortages, as an example, there are instances where you may decide to maybe sort of turn off residential and focus the power on industrial. I mean, also one challenge that I think government has, if I give an example, it's monitoring and compliance. So when you have industry scattered all over, it makes it difficult to monitor and find out where people are.
Meanwhile, the industrial park is expected to be completed by the end of July 2018.
From that, the full implementation of the tax stamp policy may be rocked with some challenges. This is because some persons engaged by Joy Business say they are still not aware of the tax. A visit to some major shopping outlets in the metropolis showed that some of them are yet to fully comply by affixing stamps onto their products. Charles IT again has more.
The increase has largely been influenced by the marginal spike in crude prices over the last weeks. From our calculations, petrol could witness the biggest jump in price per litre, going up by some 2%. This will mean that a litre of petrol could be sold at 4 cedis 59 pesos, and this will translate into 20 cedis 65 pesos per gallon. Diesel will be sold at around 4 cedis 55 pesos per litre, translating into 20 cedis 47 pesos per gallon. Checks with some of the big players in the industry indicated that indeed prices.
Months after the partial implementation of the tax stamp policy, compliance continues to remain very low as many consumers of beverages are yet to come to terms with their fixed tax stamps on all selected products. Since the enforcement of the tax stamp policy on the 1st of March, the level of compliance has been very low based on our observation. Drink that has been bottled nicely, you can see the tax stamp just embossed on the very cork of the wine bottle. So these and many more, although most of these drinks do not have the tax stamps, we have just samples of them having the tax stamps on them. This one, for instance, doesn't have the tax stamp on it, and so there's so many other beverages here, not just at this very mall, but several other malls. We've also been questioning and asking shoppers whether or not they know what this tax stamp is all about, and the reactions are just very much interesting. Checks by Joy Business at the various shopping malls in Accra show that even though some beverages and selected products have tax stamps affixed on them, patrons of these products just do not know such a policy is indeed in place.
Actually, this is my first time of being hearing it. Yeah, so I'm yet to find out, or from now on, when I buy a beverage or a soft drink or something, yeah, I will find out if there is a tax stamp on it. Yeah.
So you've been to the mall. Have you seen any of these beverages with tax stamps on them?
No, I've not seen any. Yes, I've not seen any. I checked few, but like I don't know whether it will be on the other beverages or not.
So I don't see any tax stamp on it.
And do you know what a tax stamp is?
I don't really have an idea.
But when you visited the mall, did you see any stamps on any of the beverages?
No, I didn't.
I've heard, but I haven't seen it.
But do you know what the tax stamp is about?
I've heard they are talking about that, but I haven't really seen it.
The policy has been met with stiff opposition from business associations like the Food and Beverage Association, which makes the point that the policy is not only impacting negatively on businesses, but also collapsing so many local manufacturing firms. Well, for many, as the Ghana Revenue Authority plans to fully enforce the policy with possible prosecution, it looks like a lot of firms may be caught up in this trap.
And that was Charles Aite's report. We sincerely apologize for the wrong start of that report. We'll bring you details of more business stories shortly on the marketplace. My name is Emmanuel Apuaji. We have you next is sports.